Hi everyone, it's me Shagufta. Let's continue the Python series with me. So from the previous video, we talk about the basics of Python. In this video, we do how to get input from the user. Trust me, when you are building a program, you are doing it for the client. Obviously, you are expecting an input from your client. Until in this point, we work with numbers. We should be looking for user input, right? How do we do that? So the thing is, in Python, we done now in using function like the print function use print. So for the input, we have a function called input. So come with me in Jupyter Notebook and see how I run this program and how can I get input from the user. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing that you have to know is about how to write the syntax. So for this we have started like call a name of the variable called name. Here I use the input function and here I write what a programmer asks a user to answer them. So for this we have like enter your name, close the quotes, and then I use the print function because I have to print it. Like you see, you have to print something else. Like if I have to input like name and then I ask them thank you someone, hello someone, so I also write this in this line. Like I ask, like if I write in double quotes like hello, close the quotes, okay, and then use a symbol addition with name, quote, close the bracket, and then run the program. So you see, enter your name. The programmer asks the user to enter your name. Simply, I say like Tony. So if I run this program, they say hello, Tony. So now let's move to another example where I have to show a scenario so you can build a program easily. Have you ever ordered food from a computer? Let's make a Python act like a waiter. The waiter asks you about two things, about the food, about the drink. So we have to make two inputs from the user because we have to get two input from the user. So for this, we have to first we make a variable name called food, like enter, use a function called input. And here I write like, what's your favorite food? Close the quotes, close the bracket. Now the next is about the drink. Input. What's your favorite drink? Okay. Now, sorry. Now you see, if I print the program, like print, like other waiter said to you, like I asked the waiter to, if you go to some person to take an order, you have to mention like great choice, you like this and this, like to recall the order. So to clarify for this, the waiter asks you, great choice sir or ma'am, great choice, you like, okay, close the double quotes because these are the additional lines, and then apply a comma and write food, and then apply a comma and then write in the double quotes with, and then comma with the drink. Okay, so let's see how it's work. Okay, the waiter asks you, the program asks you, what's your favorite food? I asked them the pizza. They ask you drink. I ask you Coca Cola. So let's see how it's work. Oh, great choice. You like pizza with Coca-Cola. So you see, with just two function, I use input function and the print function, Python can become your digital waiter. So how easy it is to make a program with using only two type of function, like a input function, like a print function. So pause for a minute, pause this video, and now you make your own program with your own favorite food and the drink. So you see from the above example, you take the input as a string form. If I take the input as a integer, how it happens, how it works. So for simple, if I name a variable called num, here I input a number, like enter a number. Okay. And I have to print this number. Simple. So it's happened. Or if I have to know the type of a number, so what we do now, if print the type, the num. Okay. Okay. And also, if I design a program, like if firstly I define a number, then I have to show you the number with what the number, also the type of the number. Also, if I have to add something to the number, so and then I ask them to print that number. So how the function works? If I simply show you if this type of like the three type of three sentence, three line program, how it works. If I run this program, you see they demands me a number. If I write the number like 45, they give me that print the number, also the type, it's string. If I change this program with, like I say you, if I add something like num is equal to num plus 2, and then I print the num. Okay, so you see, so let's see how the program works. Like if I add the number, like I see 45. So you see there is an error, type error. It's because simply whenever you write an input, it's always in the type of string. From the above case, you also understand when I write about the class, when I enter a number, how it become a string. It's become a number, it's become a type of an integer. But what happened? Because by default, the input takes you a result of string. They accept a string form. Next time, the next step you have to do is to convert the type of the string from the above, from the case that you have like. Like if you like the integer type, if you like the boolean type, so you have to convert the type of the string from the boolean or int. So in the above program that we are working, we have to change the type of. So for this we use a function to change the type. Like this is the string type. So we have to change it like in int function, integer type. For this I apply the codes. So see what happened if I run this program. So see the changing. Like enter a number 45. So you see how easy it is work. Like if I enter the number like 45 and then it's class, it's integer because I change the type from integer and the answer is 47. Similarly, if I do like bool function, so what happened? If I run this program like 45, so what happened? They give me the answer that it's true because I gave him the bool. Bool give us the like the type of the true or false. If I use the float form, so what happened? They change the type from the string to the float, and then I see that I write 45. They give me the answer of 45.0. The class will be changed from integer to the float, and my answer is 47.0. Like you see how easy it is to change the type of string into float, into integer. Like it's too much easy. But remember one thing, if you have to use a function input, the string, the syntax must be in the type of the string. If you have to work with boolean, if you have to work with integer, if you have to work with another type of the variable, you must have to change the type of the string, the syntax. Like in the variable I define the num, the first thing that I have to do is to change the type of the syntax, the line. So firstly that I use is a int, the float. So how you see how easy it is. So you see that's the beauty of the user input. It makes our program alive and interactive. In the next video, we have to take a one step further and learn about the list, how to store multiple pieces of information like a shopping list or even an ATM transaction. So don't miss it. Okay, take care.